Hello, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Martin here with you, and I've come to read a story with you today and practice some power words. Now, unfortunately, this is our last video lesson together today. I want to thank you for all of the hard work you've done with me. I never would have been able to do this without you. Let's enjoy this book together. It's called Leopard or Cheetah by Jason Flesher and Joy Washington. Now, if you ask me right now, I have no idea what the difference between a leopard and a cheetah is. When I look at these two pictures on the front cover, I don't know which one is a leopard and I don't know which one is a cheetah. Do you, boys and girls? Let's find out together. We're definitely going to learn something in this book. I found this book on Arc Bookshelf. Now, over the summer, you're going to have access to Arc Bookshelf. It's not going to go away. So make sure if you don't have your password that you've asked your teacher. I also believe that the password for this will be mailed home with your report card. I logged myself in and I went to 2G and then I scrolled down and I found leopard or cheetah. Let's think for a minute why I may have chosen that book. You know, I always like to choose books that somehow go along with the word work that we did this week. And what did we work on a few days ago? We worked on consonant digraphs. Look at the word cheetah. It begins with a CH saying ch. I knew I just had to share this with you when I saw it. It was perfect. Now, before we read the book, let's work on our power words, and we know the goal is to read them at flash speed. No sounding them out, no hesitating, just reading them quickly. So as always, I'm going to read them first, and then I want you to echo read them. That means read them after me. I'll go, you'll go. All, do, is, see, down, it, the, and, get, like, these, are, go, little, they, at, has, look, to, big, have, many, up, can, how, of, with, can't, in, on, you. Now those words were 1G words. Now let's move on to some 2G words that are in our story. Animal, baby, not, black, or, out, but, so, day, some, don't, under, eat, when, if, white. Boys and girls, you did such a good job. That was a long list of words, but we know that was not all of the power words that we want to know. Make sure that you have a list of the 1G and 2G power words from your teacher. And work on the ones that your teacher suggests for you, the ones that are just right for you to be working on right now. Now let's do some fluency phrases that have the power words in them. Now the difference here is it's not just one word, it's more than one word. And we're going to read them together fluently. I'll say it, you say it. Try to say it the way I say it as well, because when we read fluently, we know that we also read with expression. That means with feeling. Now, fluently means we don't slowly do one word at a time. So we don't read it like this. This is a. If you're just learning to read it, that's fine, but we want to get to the point where we're reading it the same way that we talk. We don't talk like this is a. We talk like this is a. Okay, boys and girls, I'll say it, you say it. This is a. How can you? Look like this. Is up. Is down. These are the. So it can. When it is. These are. All of the. In and out. With their. They can't go. So many. Some do. Like these. Like all. They have. Is this a? Well done, boys and girls. Now those were not complete sentences, remember. Now let's take a look at our book. Our book is going to have the power words we just reviewed and also the phrases that we just reviewed. Remember, the title is Leopard or Cheetah, and it ends in a question mark. So I'm going to ask it like I'm wondering. The author put that question mark there to tell us to say that like we're wondering. Leopard or Cheetah by Jason Flusher and Joy Washington. Now, boys and girls, fiction or nonfiction, which do you think? Yes, nonfiction. When I look at this front cover, I can tell those are real photographs of a leopard and a cheetah. And I can tell by the title that it's not about like a leopard and a cheetah going to the store or having a tea party. I really can tell I'm going to learn about leopards and cheetahs. So that would be nonfiction. Not made up. It's a true fact book. Leopard or cheetah? This is a leopard. This is a cheetah. Boys and girls, I don't know about you, but they still look very similar to me. A leopard has spots. A cheetah has spots. How can you see if it is a leopard or a cheetah? The spots on a leopard look like this. Look at those, boys and girls. They're not really circles. It's like it's a light tan color on the inside, almost like an orange, surrounded by some black pieces. It's not like a perfect circle there. Let's look at the next page. The spots on a cheetah look like this. See on page 7? It shows us a close-up of the spots on a cheetah. Now those are more circle-shaped or oval-shaped, and they're just one color. They look very dark, like a dark brown or black. This is a leopard's head. Leopards have big heads. This is a cheetah's head. Cheetahs have little heads. Ah, it is smaller than the leopard's head, isn't it? The sun is up. It is day. The leopard sleeps. So that means the leopard sleeps during the day. Let's look at page 11. The sun is down. It is night. The leopard is up. So he sleeps in the day and he's up at night. I wonder if the same is true for the cheetah. These are the leopard's eyes. The leopard has white under its eyes. Now there is in the picture an arrow and it says, see the white under the eye. I do see the fur that's white under the eye. I wonder why it has that. The leopard has white under its eyes so it can see at night. I never knew that before. Let's see about the cheetah on page 15. These are the cheetah's eyes. The cheetah has black under its eyes. Ah, so that's a difference. The leopard has white under its eyes and the cheetah has black. Look at the arrow pointing to its eye and it says, see the black under the eye. Yes, I see it. Do you? Now I wonder if the leopard had white under the eye to help it see at night. I wonder why the cheetah has black under the eye. The cheetah sleeps when it is night. The sun is up, it is day. The cheetah is up. Oh, boys and girls, I see now. The cheetah is awake during the day. So it doesn't need to see well at night like the leopard did, so it doesn't need the white under its eyes. The cheetah has black under its eyes so it can see in the sun. And up in the picture, there's a little caption that says, we do this too. That means human beings do it sometimes when we play sports. See this football player? He has a special application of a black line under his eyes and it helps him see in the sun. Like if he's trying to catch the football and he has to look up at the sky. Now you never want to look at the sun, but it helps him on a sunny day be able to see, just like the cheetah. Interesting. These are claws. All of the leopard's claws can go in and out. I want you to take a really close look at those claws. Those look so fierce. I'm sure glad I am not running into a leopard anytime soon. So interesting, they said the claws can go in and out. I wonder if the cheetah can do the same thing. Leopards like to climb trees with their claws. Oh, it probably helps them grab on. Page 21 is going to be about the cheetah. A cheetah's claws are out. They can't go in. Oh, that's an interesting difference between the two. They still look pretty sharp. The cheetah's claws can get stuck, so many cheetahs don't climb trees. Some do. Leopards and cheetahs are cats, like these. In that picture, it shows all different types of cats. I'm sure you recognize the typical house cat, like we would have in our homes. We certainly would not have a tiger, or a lion, or a cheetah, or a leopard, or a bobcat in our house. Those would not make good pets. Those animals are wild. But they do have something in common. They are all cats. Like all cats, leopards and cheetahs eat animals. So remember that word, boys and girls? They're carnivores if they eat meat. Like all cats, they have babies. I can tell that leopards and cheetahs are also, remember what we called that type of animal? Mammal. They have fur, they have live babies. Looks like they take care of their young. I believe they have a backbone. A lot of characteristics of a mammal. Is this a leopard? Is this a cheetah? What do you think, boys and girls? It's like a little quiz at the end. Let's take a look. Let's look at the characteristics that we learned about the two that make them different. Look at the size of their heads. Look at their spots. Look at the fur under the eye. Here's the answer. That first one is a leopard, and then the next one is a cheetah. The third one is a leopard, and the fourth one is a cheetah. Were you right? Good job. Now here is a Venn diagram. I want you to think back when we were in the classroom and we made Venn diagrams. What did we make Venn diagrams for? You're right if you said to compare things. We're going to compare and contrast in this Venn diagram the leopard and the cheetah by what they eat. The title at the top says Animals Leopards and Cheetahs Eat. So over on the left, we have a picture of a leopard and it's labeled leopard at the top. Over on the right is a picture of a cheetah and it's labeled cheetah. Now the thing we know about Venn diagrams is that in the middle, that space that both circles overlap each other, that shared space in the middle, that's where we put the things that they have in common, the things that they have that are the same. So let's look at this Venn diagram and let's look at what kind of animals they both eat. I see a wildebeest, an impala, and a warthog. Both leopards and cheetahs like to eat those three animals. Now let's look at the outer parts of the circles that are under each animal that show what that particular animal likes to eat that the other one doesn't. So let's go back to the left under the leopard and let's see what's over on just the left-hand side of the circles. I see a bird, a monkey. I'm not really sure. Ibex? Boys and girls, when I'm done with this lesson, I'm going to have to look up that animal. I'm not really sure what that animal is. And then I see a beetle. Over on the right side, under cheetah, I see that the cheetah likes to eat a gazelle, a zebra, a springbok, and a hare. I don't know about you boys and girls, but I don't think I'm choosing to eat any of those. Let's take a look at our famous to-do list. First, practice power words. Practice words that are just right words for you to practice. Read a book. You can choose. Do you want to read a fiction book or do you want to read a nonfiction book? And then I challenge you to make a Venn diagram and compare two things. Let's make our own Venn diagram together, comparing what we just learned about the characteristics of leopards and cheetahs. So let's put a label at the top on the left that says leopards, and on the right, let's label it cheetahs. Now I know that that center part in the middle is the part where we put what they have in common, things that they have that are the same. Boys and girls, think back. What were some things that the leopards and cheetahs had that was the same? Did you think big cats? They're both big cats. If you did, well done. Let's think of something else. They have spots. Both the leopards and the cheetahs have spots. Now their spots may have looked a little bit different, but they both had spots. They both eat animals. And they both have babies. Now let's think about what they have that are differences between the two. Let's go over onto the left where the leopards are. For the leopards, the claws go in and out. I remember for the cheetahs, the claws stay out. So that's a difference. Back to the leopard side, it has a big head. And the cheetah has a little head. The leopards sleep during the day. And the cheetahs sleep at night. The leopards have white under their eyes, and the cheetahs have black under their eyes. So in the middle of my Venn diagram, the ones that I have that are blue are the things that are the same between leopards and cheetahs. The notes that we put in the outer part of each circle are the things that are particular to only that animal and that are different between the leopards and the cheetahs. Thanks for your help, boys and girls. You did a great job. Now I challenge you to make your own Venn diagram at home. All you need is a piece of paper and a pencil, or a marker, or a crayon, or a pen, and you make two big circles, but they go over each other a little bit. So you make one big circle, and then when you make the second circle, you crowd it over on top of the first circle a little bit so that you make that area in the middle that they can share. Ask an adult to help you make the Venn diagram if you're having difficulty getting the circles to cross in the middle. I know sometimes I have to try a few times before it looks quite right. Let's think of some things that you could compare. You could compare characters in a book if you chose a fiction book. You could compare whales and sharks if you read a book about whales and sharks. You could compare toys in your house. You could compare foods. Boys and girls, you could compare and contrast just about anything that you can think of or that you want to compare and contrast. Put your labels at the top. So maybe I'd want to compare pizza with hot dogs. I know that they have something in common. They're both food. But then I also know that they have a lot of differences that would go just on their own side. So when you choose what you want to compare, think of some things that they have that are the same. You might not have this many. And then think of some things that they have that are different. And you might not have this many, or you may have more. Boys and girls, I would love to see it if you make some Venn diagrams at home. I'm so proud of you for working with me today, and it has been my true pleasure to do these lessons along with you. Thank you for always joining me. Thank you for always working hard. Bye-bye, boys and girls. Take care.